which for a while I thought was just the word nope, but nope, turns out it's actually an acronym for Not of Planet Earth. Bet you didn't know that. Nope. But yeah, anyway, here we have Jordan Peele's third film, and Jordan Peele being a very special director who's managed to become a name-selling director after just doing 2 movies. This one being his third one, it now makes all 3 of his films that have now had at least $100 million in the box office. I'm not sure that's an accolade many other directors can boast about, to be honest. So yeah, Get Out, Us, and now Nope, which is another thriller film, but taking us down the alien invasion genre instead. Daniel Kaluuya returns to play OJ, a Hollywood horse tamer struggling to make ends meet alongside his sister, played by Keke Palmer. The two of them combine uncanny and chilling discovery looming by their ranch. As I've already talked about, Jordan Peele has a great track record so far. His films are beautifully suspenseful in ways which break modern tropes. It's context over execution. Great cinematography and subtle foreshadowing and symbolism to reflect what's to come. Very clever ways of telling a horror story, although arguably these aren't really horror films but more of just pure thrillers. His third film, which we're talking about today, definitely follows that suit, although I would say it gave me the weakest first impression out of all of his films so far. I really enjoyed the build-up of this film. The mystery identity was truly freaky and unnerving, and I loved the initial way it moved in and out of plain sight. A lot of this film takes place during the daytime, and as you might think, it's a lot harder to be scared of something when it's in daylight versus it being at nighttime. And this thing still managed to give you those unsettling feelings even though it was shot during the day. And then when it came to some scenes being shot at night, it made it even more tense and enjoyable. A similar quality this film shares with Get Out and Us is that the main character is smart. He makes clever decisions, and it just makes the film so much more enjoyable to watch. Because it's more tense when you see the character making all the right decisions, but there's still an element of fear and a looming danger that everything can just go wrong. Daniel Kaluuya's character OJ gives you some really insightful ideas that you're kind of shown subtly throughout the film, which makes you just go, ah, yeah, that's a great shout. And a plus, but also a minus to me, was that one of my favourite scenes in the film, and truly the most suspenseful part of this film, just unfortunately had not much relevance to the story. It seems like such a strange choice for the director to spend so much time with this side story, which may be thematically related, and it might also provide a bit of context as to why some of the characters are the way they are, but it's such a big part of the story and there's absolutely no payoff to it, and it just makes you sit there wondering at the end what they were trying to achieve with that. As I've already mentioned a little bit, the characters are really great in here. I love the brother-sister dynamic that went on here, and there's a third side character played by Perea who I thought fit in really well too. The final act of the film went from a horror thriller to more of an action showdown, which I kind of get they had to go down that route, but it just felt like the least interesting part of the film. Similar to a lot of other horrors, I guess, but once we identified what we were up against, a lot of that suspense was gone from the film. So I feel the first 2/3 of this film were amazing, but it was just that final act that kind of leveled this film off into being a little bit less impressive. I'd still probably recommend watching it, especially if you're a fan of the other 2 films. You're really going to enjoy this one. I just can't imagine I'd ever revisit it anytime soon. But yeah, that's Nope. It's been out in theatres for over a week already. Maybe you've already seen it. If you have, I'd love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoy this video, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It always helps me out. And as always, stay tuned for more reviews on movies, anime, and video games. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye-bye.